Creating good-looking shots outside requires good timing, as the sun is not waiting for you. You only have a certain amount of daylight, sunset, before it gets dark, and sometimes you don't even have a sun. So, we gave ourselves a challenge. Can we, in just one evening, fake sun, sunset, and moonlight by using only the Aputure 1200X? Well, join us for this fun challenge. So I know about this location where I always wanted to film something. So when my friend Thomas, a composer, asked me to make a music video for his first song, I thought, let's try out this location. The only problem is that this location is covered by a forest and a big waterfall, and the sun never hits this place, so the lighting is very flat. There's no sun hitting our location. So when Aputure contacted me and asked if I could make a video about the 1200X, I thought, maybe this is meant to be. Can we light up this cool location and fake both sun, sunset and moonlight in just one evening? Well, let's figure it out. So we gathered a team of Matthias as the cinematographer, Leander as the gaffer, Emma to film behind the scenes, Thomas to perform.
I am very excited. Yeah.
And I was directing and producing the music video.
Oh, it's heavy. Okay.
So during the plan of this music video, we have to think about the ambient lights. Because the later it is in the day, the lower the ambient light is, meaning the light from the sky. And the lower the ambient light is, the more effect the light will give us. So I was thinking if we put the lamp up here, pointing it down, and then we can maybe film a sunset scene for 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
I actually did a test, I can show you guys. So this was shot around 9. It was very dark. I saw 25,000 in the camera. And this is a 100 watts lamp, so it's really not very strong.
Yeah.
There it felt, when you look at it, it feels like a street lamp, maybe.
Yeah, the surroundings are a bit too dark. If there was like a real sunset, it would hit a bit broader.
We could bring 10 lamps and just light everything around, but that's not the challenge here. We just want to use one lamp, because it would be cool to maybe start with this type of vibe. It's not like maybe sunset, but the sun is getting lower.
Yeah.
Maybe half an hour later, we are getting more of this kind of vibe. This is a kind of an experiment.
Yeah.
Of course, Thomas, we're gonna make something good for you as well. It's a music video. Very often when we experiment, we end up with something interesting. And I bet you want an interesting music video. So.
Yes. I think this experiment works really good with locations where the sun doesn't reach. I think it's a bit harder to make it work when you are cut it with an already existing sunset.
Yeah.
I think you would see like the difference between them. But if you only show like the fake sunset, you won't think about how a real sunset maybe really would look like.
Yeah.
So you kind of see past that.
That's true.
Realism in a way.
Yeah. In the previous video we made about Aputure 1200D, we were a little bit lucky because there was snow in the forest, so the snow reflected the light and created ambient light.
Whoa. The only light source we have now is 1200D. Actually, it looks like daytime down here.
This time we didn't have any snow, so let's look at how it went. So we wanted to rig up the light around 5 PM and shoot as soon as the light gave us an effect. And then bring the lamp down closer to the ground and change the color temperature to make the light warmer and look like sunset. And when it got completely dark, we could turn the color temperature of the lamp to cold to around 10,000 Kelvin to shoot as it was moonlight. We wanted to place the lamp in a position so it looks like the sun, and light it through leaves to create shapes. So why is this lamp perfect for this? Well, first of all, it's really powerful. It produces more light than the 1200D. I don't know how, but it does. And it's bicolor, so you can produce warm light or cold light, depending on what you need. And the lamp has an IP65 rating, so you can be standing in the rain, which is perfect for Norway as the weather changes quickly. And it actually might look like it's gonna rain during our shoot. And of course, the lamp creates natural looking light with high CRI, SSI and TLCI values. And it even has a new Blair 5-color light engine to create a rich white light spectrum. You can read more about this at Aputure's webpage or see other YouTube videos about it. There's a link in the description. To power the lamp, we brought with us 2 EcoFlow Delta Pro batteries. That would give us about 7000 watt-hour, meaning we could run this lamp on full power for about 5 hours. For this shoot, we didn't need much equipment. In addition to the 1200X and the FX3, we used a reflector, the Axion headset for communication, we used the Smoke Genie for haze and practical smoke, and we used the phone to control the 1200X through the Sidus Link app. It was around 5 PM and we used the narrow reflector on the 1200X to give us as much light as possible. It was still too bright outside to give us enough effect from the light. So we wanted to wait about 30 minutes more before shooting. But that was a good thing because Leander and Mathias had never been on this location before, so we could use the remaining time to plan the details.
Alright, let's do this.
So it was time to start. It was still quite bright, but at this time the light gave us the kick and backlight that we wanted to make the image more interesting. We simply played the whole song from the speaker, while Thomas improvised along with Mathias filming. First we shot handheld, using the location to create layers in the shot, and then shooting closer to Thomas to connect more with him.
Han hade bil och båt och unge och hus och en fru med karriärer. Problemfritt liv bak ett krittrigt smyl. En som levde ett liv med stil. Men lite ante det. En dag falt hun om. Nå har døra utblitt det største hinder.
This is looking very promising.
Already.
Fantastic.
Then Leander moved the lamp to a spot that was a bit lower to make the sunset more credible, and then he changed the color temperature to about 2500 Kelvin. Since we weren't that many people, it was great being able to use the Sidus Link app to control the lamp wirelessly from our location. For these shots, we used the DJI RS3 gimbal. Just see the difference from having the lamp on and off. And of course it helps having some haze in the background. This was a time where the ambient light matched perfectly with our fake sun, creating a credible sunset. A good fundament to make your shots look good is to have a great performer or great talent in front of the camera, an interesting location, and some good lighting. I think this music video kind of showed that with these 3 things, you don't need to do much to create good shots. From now on, we would get more and more contrasts, which makes the light look less credible. But hey, it's a music video, and as long as the shots gives the mood that Thomas wants for the video, that's the most important. When you first shoot like this, there's no time to waste, so make sure you give clear directions as a director, knowing what you want. The time was 8:30 PM and it was completely dark. So it was about time to see if we could fake Moonlight. We simply placed the lamp as high as possible and turned the color temperature to 10,000 Kelvin. And we removed the reflector to spread the light, hitting the trees and the water around the spot we're going to film. It started raining as well, but luckily the 1200X has IP65 rating, so it would not have a problem with this. For this scene, we placed a smoke genie behind the cliff to trigger some haze behind Thomas, making it look like it came from the waterfall.
Does it look like moon? If I stand
And having some leaves, some trees in the foreground or between the light and us creates a really nice pattern in our face. It also makes it more credible in a way. It feels like it's coming through the forest, which means nature, which means organic and natural.
I used to just create like instrumental music.
Yeah.
The film music genre was near my heart, but even before that I was actually singing a lot, so I just stopped to focus on the film music. But now I've rediscovered a passion for creating singer-songwriter music. So
Cool.
let's see how it goes. It's actually a quite long story of how I got there, but we can maybe take that for another day.
It looks so good, so we want to try some singing as well. Gonna bring the speaker.
The song is about keeping up appearances, basically. It's about like it's telling three different stories about three different people. The first verse is about a successful man, a family man with everything you can ever possibly have. But of course, it's a facade. Like it breaks. And the second verse is about a career woman who has like done it all to get ahead in career, but of course one day it's too much. And the last verse is about a couple that has been together since they were 10 years old, and the woman get dementia, basically. So it's like three different stories in the same theme, like keeping up appearances.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mike.
And Emma. Good job, Emma.
I am so happy that you guys will choose to be here by this boss.
I don't think the sound person would have been happy with this. We don't care about sound. It's music video. By the way, Matthias looks like a SWAT.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can shoot a SWAT scene down here. And you look like a...
So this was a lot of fun, and thanks to the whole team, and thanks to Aputure for sponsoring this. Make sure to follow Thomas on YouTube. There's a link in the description to see the final music video when it's out. And check out the Aputure 1200X in the link in the description.
Alle de som smiler, jeg sitter og strir med. Når tid og vannet løper ut, ser man hvem som var nakne.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen, we made a product with Small Rig called the AndyX Creative Toolkit. We bring this to every set because you never know when you lose a screw, you need some extra tape, you need a dust blower, anything. And also, you can bring your iPad, for instance. We use this as a clapper. Just put it in here. Very convenient. It's $100 and you get a lot of things with it. There's a link in the description to this product as well. And if you want to see how we made it, we made a video about it. Somewhere here you can press here. And I'll see you guys next week for a new video. Subscribe to stay tuned and ha det bra.